Oh my god, what is up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope to god this lighting isn't that bad. I filmed it once before and the background noise was terrible. Filmed it again and the lighting was terrible. So now third time's a charm, right baby? Right? So yeah. Basically, as you might have read in the title, this was like probably the worst day ever. This is not what happened today. It's what happened a few days ago, but it's still a relevant story, so I'm gonna tell it now. Basically, it all started when I had to go to school. School sucked. I'm kidding, that's not why it was bad. It was bad because when I put my shoes on to go to school, my shoes were soaked. Like, genuinely soaked. Because the day before after school, it decided to have the biggest rainstorm you ever would see. So I had to wear other shoes, which I guess were fine. They kind of gave me blisters. But other than that, they did the job, so it's fine. And then I get to school like 10 minutes late because there's traffic because everybody just wants to go to school. So I get there like 10 minutes late. I walk to my class and I remember two people were just sitting in my spot. So I walk in and I'm just like, okay. The teacher's like, ooh, hi, Catherine. Oh my god. Okay, my teacher does not talk like that, but I feel like for the purpose of the story, it just makes sense for her to talk like that. So we have two new kids in our class. This is whatever. It does not matter. Then she's like, oh, I see they're in your spot. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay though. And then she's like, oh, you can still sit there. So I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I could. Like, there's like a spot, two spots next to where mine was. So I was like, I'll just sit there. Like, that's what I thought she was talking about. And she's like, oh, it's okay. We can get them to move over. So she literally gets these two kids to just like move over. So like, you know, I can get my spot back. I feel so bad. I'm so sorry to those kids, bro. Anyways. So they move over a desk and then she's like, oh, wait, is that your spot or is it that one? And I was like, it's that one, but like, girl, I don't care. I'll just sit here. We're good. And she's like, no, it's okay. And then I'm like, no, here's good. We're all good. Yeah. It's weird though, because usually when people come late, the expectation is just like, be quiet and get in there and go to your spot. Not make the entire class stop for you. Oh my god. I feel like everyone else in that class is like, why did you stop the class for me? So embarrassing, bro. Then, next period, something happened or something, so I was texting my friend, and then the teacher started talking, so I put my phone in my lap. And then the teacher's like, oh yeah, I gotta hand out my worksheets. Ooh yeah. And starts handing them out or something, and then, you know, I went on my phone because I felt the vibration of her texting me back multiple times, so I'm like, oh, she's probably getting annoyed, like, I'm not responding. And yeah, sure enough, the text literally said, answer me in all caps, so I was like, fuck, I gotta answer. So, you know, I'm explaining, and the teacher is like, Catherine, I see you're on your phone. Oh my god. I don't remember exactly what happened. I think it was just that traumatizing. But yeah, the room was quiet, by the way. And he was just like, oh, I see you're on your phone. I thought I saw you looking down. I thought I saw you on your phone. Get off your phone. Get off your... I'm kidding. He did not talk to me like I was a dog. But he was like, come on now, get off your phone. Oh, I see you're on your phone. Get off your phone. Like, I don't know. It's just so funny on the way he handled it. And I'm sorry, but it was hilarious. Lunch happens, and then third period is functions, which if you didn't know is just math. So there was a there's a quiz. So I guess it's not as bad. He handed it out, and the first question, I got it in the bag, bro. I was like, yes. Second question, I was like, I don't even know what to do. I don't know if I'm supposed to like mathematically explain it or if I'm just supposed to be like yes or no or like what. So I was like, you know what, I'll come back to that question. There's like a third question. I had a brief idea of what it was, but I was like not sure, and then I did it and I was like, this is probably right. I think I'm right. So I go back to the second question. I'm like, fuck, I still don't even know what like I'm supposed to answer with. Like, so I was just like, this is so confusing. I'm just gonna say neither for both. Fortunately, now that I'm filming this 5 days later, I got my quiz back, and let me tell you something. For the second question, it was completely right. No symmetry was the answer. But the last page, the third question, I actually got a little bit wrong, so I got a mark off. But yeah, it's whatever. And then also, oh my god, it was picture day that day. So fun. Oh my god, can I just tell you something? Bro, picture day, you would think would do it at the beginning of the day when everyone's all like prettied up and stuff. Tell me why my grade gets called down like 1 p.m. to take my photo. I'm just like thinking like in my head, I'm like, I was looking nice 5 hours ago. Now I just look crusty. But it's okay, because when I saw the photo, I was like, well, thank god. And you may be thinking the story is like not even that bad of a story, but here's where things get bad. Oh my god. And then after the school, you know, I was waiting for the bus and I reached in my pocket looking for my AirPods because I want to listen to music. And then it's not there. So I'm like, look in my other pocket, look in my hoodie pocket, and then I'm just like looking like a maniac, just looking through all my pockets. And then I'm like, okay, maybe in my water bottle pocket, my bag. So I like reach in that, and then I'm like, it's not there. So I'm like checking my pockets again because I'm like, it's gotta be in here. It's gotta be. So I'm looking and looking and looking. And then I go to my last class because I'm like, well, maybe I just dropped it on the floor. That's a possibility. So I go to my last period, check around the floor, and I'm like, fuck, it's not here. And then I'm like, I could go to my other last period, like my math class. But then I was like, well, I don't have enough time. I have to make the bus home. I don't want to be stranded at school. And it's like, I had work that night too. So it was like, I had to be home so I could go to work. You know, like I can't just stay late and just be like, oh, I'll go home later. And then I missed the bus. No, I'm just kidding. I thought it'd be funny if I said that. I did not miss the bus, thank God. But then I was like super sad. I was now listening to music, so I was just bored in silence, just sitting there. So then I get home and I'm like it's gotta be somewhere. So I check again in my bag. I empty it out fully. Fuck, I have to go to work. So it's like, I'll just use my wired earbuds. That's fine. And then I get to work and I'm like complaining to everyone because I'm like, I just lost my AirPods at school. Like, I might not ever see them again. And literally everybody I told was like, yeah, girl, you're never gonna see those again if you lost them at school. I was still hopeful though. I was like, well, like, you never know. You never know. And then later I was playing with my necklace because I play with my necklace often, so I know what it feels like, and this feels a little different now. So I look down and the gem that used to be in here has fallen off. It's just my day. It's fine. I'll still wear it. So yeah, my necklace broke and I'm like, oh, terrific. And then after my shift, I was like, fuck, I want some Mr. Noodles because you never know, you know? I get home and bro, my parents didn't make me dinner. Fortunately for me, I got my own dinner, so we're all good. So I cook up my soup. I don't know why I'm talking in this accent, it's super annoying. So I cook up my soup and then I'm, you know, eating like 2 bites. And then my dad comes up from the basement, stepmom comes down from upstairs, and they're like having their little conversation and they're talking kind of loud. It was like getting overstimulated, and then the cats were walking around and I'm like, fuck, like literally leave me alone. I just want to enjoy my nice little soup on this terrible, terrible day. Please and thank you. I didn't actually say that because I think if I lashed out, I'd get in a lot of trouble. So I was just silent, trying to like not explode. I was getting so overstimulated, so stressed, which is weird because usually when I get overstimulated, I don't really get stressed like how I did that day. Like also, like, I couldn't even drown them out with music because I lost my AirPods, but that's pretty much it from what happened that day. But now that it's been like the days later, I can tell you what happened with the AirPods situation. So I get to school early, I look through my classes. Both of my last period teachers decide that they don't want to show up on time either, so I'm like, fair enough. So, you know, I ask around like the office and stuff. Then first period, I get a nice little text from my friend being like, yo, did you leave your AirPods in my car? And I was like, so yeah, I in fact did leave it in this car, but thank God I found them back. I would be so mad if I had to buy new ones. That was my little story. I hope you enjoyed my little video. Oh yeah, I also forgot to say this, but the stay actually wasn't that bad. Like, apart from losing my AirPods, everything else was completely good. Like, as I said, I had to work that night, and that was probably one of my favorite shifts I've had in a long time, so that was really nice. Like, I feel like if I didn't lose my AirPods that day, this video would not come to be. It's just, if I didn't lose my AirPods, this day would have probably been seen overall as a good day. But because I lost my AirPods, that's why this video is the worst day of my life. Because I'm sorry, but like, AirPods are very important to me. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.